Hey guys, gonna try this one more time. Not sure how the video. Oops. Hey guys, gonna try this one more time. Not sure how the video is gonna turn out because I am driving carefully, but I'm leaving one house going to another, and it's still to this day shocking to see. This is after they've already made the round of debris removal once, uh, but just a few more minutes of footage while I'm on my way to two more places this afternoon, and we're gonna call it a day. Probably meet up with Aaron and Kai and Sandy and everybody else, hopefully for some sushi. Um, this is Gulf Boulevard. So on the left, these are the waterfront condos and hotels that have been smashed at Treasure Island. This was ground zero for Helene. This was the storm surge. I think 7.5 feet was the highest recorded. This is Treasure Island Gulfront Park. There's the Bilmar Hotel. And earlier was the Joe Biden motorcade, and I think that I got locked out or blocked out. My video went dead while they were on the island. Don't know if it's connected or not. Um, Here is Ricky T's place. We had the fundraiser that went live for Jim Garrison. Ricky T's wiped out. Let's see. I gotta check my GPS real quick. There's the Bilmar. There's the Thunderbird. And just a little drive down Gulf Boulevard on Sunday, I believe it's the 13th. Yeah, I have literally lost track of days and dates, and just helping out some friends. In fact, some of the rugby guys that were not wiped out, they just recently bought houses, young couples, very excited, and within months of owning their first homes, they are in the process of having to clean up and renovate their new homes. But like I said, we're very fortunate, no loss of life, it's just an emotional toll. Let's see, I was hoping to be able to get out, access and show you the beach, but it really doesn't look safe to do so. So I probably won't. Obviously, it looks tranquil and beautiful, and if you're not looking at piles of debris like that, this is the world famous, record setting tourist area of St. Pete Beach, Clearwater Beach, Pinellas County beaches. Okay, now I'm not a big car guy. It's a Serve Pro car. Okay. I was going to say, not sure I'd ever buy that color car, but hey, to each his own. All right, we're going to do a little hand position here. Try and get you guys some less jumpy footage. Sea chest. We are on Treasure Island in Pinellas County, Florida, the barrier islands of Tampa Bay. Ravaged by Helene, but spared somewhat in the second round by Milton. Had that second storm surge come through, it'd be a whole different dynamic here. It'll take a while to recover from all of this. And guys, I can't check the live chat in any way, shape, or form right now. Those of you who are familiar with the area, I'm getting ready to come over the John Pass Bridge. John's Pass is one of the few passes that connect the intercoastal waterway with the Gulf of Mexico. Very heavily traveled and trafficked. My old coworker Dallas had a business here that he lost. Switch the view a little bit here. This is the Johns Pass Bridge. To the left is the Gulf of Mexico. To the right is Johns Pass Village. There's a Hooters here. As I mentioned, my buddy's rental business. Here we go. So there's Bubba Gump. There's Hooters. This is Johns Pass Village. This is Madira Beach. That's the Gulf of Mexico. Hubbard Marine is down here. There's some example of the amount of sand that was brought out. I don't know if you guys can see that. You can see these big mounds of sand. That stuff's all been cleared off the roads. Yeah, the beach is just basically settled in over here on Gulf Boulevard. All of this was underwater, then under sand. Yeah, there's been a great triathlon out here for years, the Madira Beach Triathlon, one that we would do every year. That was always fun. It's a lot of history here in 43 years of living out on these beaches. I actually live right up here on the Gulf on Bennington Shores. You know what? Oh, shit, I'm not going that far north. Um, my old roommate, his family owned the house. They sold it a few years ago, but I'm pretty sure that it was probably ruined, knowing that it was right on the beach and that it was in the storm surge way. They probably lost, the new owners probably lost that house. Okay. See how long we've been going. Trying to get. Ooh, there's some boats. Oh, that was that was interesting. Yeah, you had a little marina there with the shrimp boats. They're on their side. Candy Kitchen, been getting candy for the kids there for years. Gee, there's a store called St. Pete 420. I wonder what they do there. I don't want to have to sit at this light, so we went through the yellow. Another restaurant called Caddy's. I think they had 8 locations. Every one of them shut down. Then you got to think about it, guys. The impact. Every employee there that's trying to feed their families is out of a job, and oh my gosh, that shows it right there. Yep, I'm doing about 30 miles an hour. You can see blown out buildings, first floors, total devastation. A gas station, obviously no gas, no power, no way to do anything. This is right where we would do the triathlon every year. That's the park that we would base it out of. Not there anymore. Yeah, one of my old businesses was race management and race registration with my partner Fred Rizzi. But we got out of the business, sold it a couple years ago. In fact, we sold that business 3 months before COVID shut everything down. And unfortunately for the people who bought it from us, because revenue based on events, and events were shut down. It was a good run for 10 years, racehawk.com. And yes, I don't know if you guys could hear that. My GPS is telling me which way to go because I'm going to leave the beaches now and head on over to help Mike again. I still got a little work there, and then over to Pilot's house and help him. Actually, you know what, guys? I'm going to turn around real quick. My friend Nick, with the changes in the real estate market, about 2 months ago, Nick decided to shut down his real estate brokerage firm, and so he went ahead and he just gave away all the furniture to rugby guys like me, office furniture and stuff, and just shut his business. Oh shoot, you guys are going to get this message. Oh, frozen. Here we go. Um, yeah, so Nick had all the emotion of shutting his business down, getting rid of everything, and he's glad he did because I'm going to try and find what's left of his building to show you. Mad Beach Strong, we got this. Let's see. Hurricane Lane, September 26th. Salt boat rentals. Wow, it just happened to be right here. Um, so this was my friend's Remax office. He shut it down and moved out 2 weeks before the hurricane hit. And as I've mentioned, this is this is the Gulf of Mexico. Right out here, we're going to take a walk. What's interesting now, the sheriff's cars are running street signs off of their car batteries. There's not enough sheriff cars to go around for all the lights, but this is one of the intersections where they are able to have a traffic light functional. But yeah, so 1 month ago, this was my friend's thriving Remax All Star real estate office. Dream with your eyes open. That building is just wiped out. There's nothing left in there. It's a shell. And when we mentioned the sand, all of this sand, I am on Gulf Boulevard. Oh, this will give us, ooh, I can't get back here. So we'll do a little bit of touring here and then go finish up with Mike, pilot. This sand that should not be here. This is all displaced from the beach. Well, okay, this is interesting. I guess if duty calls, you got to go sideways. Huh? I'm going to walk up this way. Let's do a quick little scan. Here's a high rise. Here's to the south. This is Gulf Boulevard. That's that Remax office I showed you. And I got about another 40 yards, and I'll show you. Wow, that's a breakaway wall. It broke away. Madira Beach. Of course, I just walked away and left my car unlocked, but I won't be here long. Dangerous out here. This is it, guys. This is Madira Beach, Florida. Oh, I am standing on a sand dune that wasn't here. Let's see if I can. I can't tell, guys. I'm in bright sunshine. Oh, man. And the irony of it, it's so tranquil. Did it switch at all? It's so tranquil right now. Oh, okay. I couldn't get to the shades of the building before I get yelled at and thrown out. But I can tell him today, I said, listen, I've been thrown out of better places because of Joe Biden's motorcade. All right, here we go. Why does it not let me? Sorry, guys, it's doing funny things for me. But as I showed you earlier, that's one of the breakaway walls that broke away. That is the Gulf of Mexico. I am about 50 yards from the water. Getting ready to come back out here. And I think enough of the devastation for now. I'll be coming off the beach. And people in the land got it too. So, once again, with some hopefully video, show you guys. It's horrible. And rarely am I, as my brother would admit and say, lost for words, but once again, Just the irony of a beautiful mural with a pirate ship and a portlet on its side. Mural by Shades of Crazy.com. And here I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll sail off into the sunset with the pirate ship looking for the pot of gold. Until next time. It's a great day not to be in a cult.